Cool.
The delay isn't even that bad. All right. Are you sure that the audio's going through? Because I can't hear anything.
I mean, it should be. It
Yeah.
says audio input capture.
Okay.
It's going.
Well, we're gonna find out. Because it's not playing through. Oh. I can't hear. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I got it muted. No, we're good. Yeah, we're not even. No one's even on right now. So.
Hey man.
Did it say we're live?
I mean, it doesn't say on here. It says on your thing.
Uh.
My phone.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh
boy.
I'm sharing the video to the Weekend Adrenaline page, just cause. Hey, Jordan Wick joined, but she doesn't care because she said it just pops up on her screen and she closes it out right away. Ryan's on. He'll help. He'll be fine. He's a nice person.
He's a nice person.
I think he's all right.
So what are we doing here today, bud?
Now I just got word that Nancy might not be on tomorrow because they might have to do x-rays on the cat. So tentatively guess tomorrow. There's a hello from Ryan. I like that. Yeah, Ryan, thanks for joining. Yeah. So the guest is unfortunately not here, so we're kind of just gonna rely on you guys to make this interesting. And if you don't want to watch, I totally understand. Anyways, we're trying to write a theme song for the podcast, like as an intro. If that's something we should do. So far, it's a lot about tits and dicks and throbbing cocks, and it's going well so far. I mean, it took him how long did it take Ryan Johnson or whatever from the Beach Boys to write Pet Sounds? Like a year?
That seems too long.
Well, did you ever see the video of him trying to write it?
No.
He brought farm animals in to the studio.
Okay.
That's why it's called Pet Sounds.
Right.
So, do you want to play the song?
I mean,
Yeah, do it.
what?
Fucking play it.
Oh my god! I just put this down. Though.
No, play it, but you're gonna have to cue me in on when to come in.
You can just kind of come in whenever you feel it, man. It's just
Well, how many chords is it?
it's just a 4-chord song, bro.
The 4 chords. So play the 4 2 times, and then I'll come in.
So here, I'll just be like.
Yeah. Right.
That's one.
Okay. One more.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Come on in, it's time to talk. Let's see some tits and we'll throb some cock. It's time for the weekend. Are you hyped for the weekend? Get hard for the weekend. Weekend adrenaline.
We can change that part when you go
What?
to the chorus. So you can do a short verse, and then we can go to a chorus there. Just like.
Well, that's as short as the chorus is ever gonna get.
Well, right.
It's the verse, or no, the verse is only 2 lines.
Yeah, there you go. And then we can change. It's just an intro, man. Here.
It's time for the weekend. Are you hyped for the weekend? We're getting hard for the weekend.
Oh boy.
Weekend adrenaline, and then the bot is da na 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 na, that kind. Yeah. That's it's the dumbest shit ever. You can tell it was written in under 5 minutes. Da na 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 na.
So it'd be like.
It's not creative. It's not supposed to be.
No. Oh man, he missed the spot.
What? Oh, am I supposed to come in?
Yeah, man.
Come on in, it's time to talk. Let's see some tits and we'll throb some cock. It's time for the weekend.
Nope,
Oh,
it
no,
doesn't work.
nope.
It doesn't.
So okay, so how's this gonna work?
I don't know.
I'm not, dude. You know that I've never played in a band.
It's okay though.
I've just
You're not
fucking.
playing in a band here. You're just trying to figure out how you want.
Yeah.
this to
So
go,
when do you want me to come in?
I mean, that was fine.
That was fine.
That was
But
fine.
why'd you stop me then?
Well, because when you go to the weekend part, that should be a little bit of a change.
Hold on, I'm gonna comment.
Yeah. Oh, we just lost all the.
Yeah, yup. There. Yeah, I was gonna say everyone left. Yeah, because we had up to like 7 or 8 viewers, and when I started singing, they all fucking left.
Oh my god.
But anyways. No. Come on in, it's time to talk. Let's see some tits and we'll throb some cock. It's time for the weekend. Weekend. Nope. Damn, this is harder than I thought it would be.
Hey, man.
Who knew writing a terrible song would be this hard?
That's crazy.
Fuck
crazy,
you.
bro.
I hate when people say that. You know who says that is Shane. Like, you tell him, like, man, I haven't talked to my dad in like 3 years. Man, that's crazy. He's on his phone looking at Reddit. That's the ending. Oh, you're still trying to figure out like the chords for the ending? Because I know it switches up at the end there. Dude, we have like no fucking people joining because of we have no people joining because it's it's just me singing and there's no guest.
That's alright.
I promise Nancy's gonna be here tomorrow, hopefully, and if she's not, well, it's kind of disheartening that like 3 weeks ago we were being seen by the world and now no one's stopping.
Such is fame.
We're back. Yeah, fame. Yeah. Well,
It's the fickle internet.
it's true. The fickle internet. But yeah, that's how I want it to go, basically. Not like that. Stop playing, please. That's how I want it to go, though. Like, that's a good tempo. Maybe I'll change the lyrics, but as far as like that I felt like that was okay. That was what I wanted. It's not good. It's not going to be like the next masterpiece, but it's good for me.
Okay.
All right, put that shit down now.
Cool.
Yep.
It's going bye-bye.
I gotta save it.
You say what?
Theme song.
Oh, okay.
Put that shit right on the desktop. It's important.
Boom. Saved. Closed. Alright.
Well,
So,
the lyrics. I had to save the lyrics as if I'd forget.
I was saving that recording session today. Because I recorded that guitar part a little earlier.
We have one viewer. This is the lowest
Boom.
viewing we've ever had since you've been on board.
You know what? It's because I'm on camera. It's because I'm on camera.
No, it's not because you're on camera. I was gonna turn that camera towards you, actually.
But I have my own.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'd have double Caleb cam.
No.
Dude, we have Caleb cam. We have what would guest cam be called? Cum collector cam.
Wow.
And then we'd have messed up Mitch cam. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, so video game news.
There is
You just saw some.
there is
cool,
none.
You just saw some cool.
Why is my
footage.
forehead in the shot?
What?
Why is my forehead just?
You just saw some cool footage of a game you're excited about, didn't you?
Oh, Sekiro. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna show that poster again because I show it every time. The poster
Get that shit
that
out
I'm
there.
no the poster that or no the game that I saw, Sekiro Shadows Must Die Twice. I don't know why I say Shadows Must Die, because Dante Must Die difficulty is in the new Dante's Devil May Cry game. What I liked or what I was watching was Sekiro Shadows Die Twice gameplay, where it's like 2.5 hours of gameplay. It's coming out in 2 weeks. It's by the guys who made Dark Souls, and I'm really super excited for it, but not really because it looks really fucking hard. They're saying it's harder. It's gonna be harder than
Dark Souls.
and Bloodborne. Bloodborne is Dark Souls, but you don't get a shield.
Oh boy.
You ever played it?
No.
Like Dark Souls takes place in the Middle Ages. Bloodborne takes place during the Victorian era.
Right.
And instead of a shield, you can dodge.
Do they
but
take place in the same universe though?
Yes,
Oh,
you get a gun
Ah.
in the second one, and it staggers enemies, but it takes forever to reload, and you
Yeah.
get infinite
It's like
ammo.
a flintlock.
Yes, and you get infinite ammo, and you are able. It just staggers an enemy. It gives you a chance to escape. But they also have
Doesn't
these
actually
things.
kill them.
No, it does almost no damage. You get these things called blood echoes, which if you get hit, you immediately take damage, but then your health will go down more.
Oh.
But if you hit the enemy back, you recover like a third of your what you took in damage.
Okay.
So you're able to keep fighting. It's like a risk reward system, and it's just it's very fast paced. And I got lost in the first game, and I was in a time crunch, so I couldn't keep playing it. Like I couldn't YouTube walk through it, so I just kind of put it down. I also played Neo, which is like a Dark Souls ripoff, but they did it in a very good way. So I have to play that and Bloodborne, but I have Sekiro pre-ordered, so I'm going to unfortunately have to play it right when it comes out. I've noticed this thing about how
Why is that unfortunate?
I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good. I owned Battlefield 3 since 2012.
Sure.
It came out with Games with Gold one time, and I was playing it like a year ago, and I couldn't play it. It was just too outdated. Like back then, I could have played it.
Battlefield 3?
Battlefield 3.
Okay.
I could have played
a lot of
it.
that game.
I could have played it when it first came out, but it's just so like it's so much worse than anything I'm playing today that I got frustrated and I just uninstalled it. I'm like, I can't fucking do this. Well, it was just I feel like you have to play games kind of within a certain time period, or you become so much used to better stuff then that it becomes unplayable to you. Like I couldn't play it. I wasn't fast enough. My reaction time was too slow. And but you can play like Pac-Man or Contra or Pitfall or all those old classics just fine.
Well, it's because like with a game like Battlefield 3, you're used to a newer game with like mechanics that you're used to right now. So like, it's hard to go back to the old mechanics.
That was 2011 that came out.
Yeah, so it's hard to like go back to those old mechanics.
Yeah.
Like especially after being so used to a lot of the new ones that are much more polished.
Yeah.
It's definitely hard to go back to a more clunky game.
Yeah. I was. So I thought, I'll have all the time in the world to play these games. I'm like, oh no, they're actually rotting.
And now that I can't play it because I don't want to.
Like I say that the games are rotting, which isn't true, but like that's the term I'm using. These games are rotting, and now it's like I feel like this time crunch. Like you have to play these games in a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's just more pressure. I mean, it's stupid pressure. But
I still have to finish Red Dead.
Red Dead 1 or 2?
The second one, yeah.
Red Dead.
I just stopped playing it.
Oh, man.
I know.
You got to at least finish the
I'm planning
main
on
story.
it. I'm planning on finishing
The
it.
epilogue is kind of long, though. The epilogue's like its own game.
Jesus, good.
It's like another 15 hours.
Good.
I'm not joking.
I'm not mad about that.
Just try to finish it, though. Like, I know you got a lot on your plate with, like, your own personal life, and, like, it's just one of those it's a staple. It's like the Devil May Cry games. I had no interest in ever playing them, but since they're staples of the industry, I just finished the first one.
How was that?
PS2.
Talk about not being able to play a game.
PS2 launch time. Dude, I struggled through it. I struggled bus, and
Yeah.
it broke down a lot. I had to YouTube walk through the whole thing.
Really?
Yep. Dante 2 or Devil May Cry 2 apparently is way easier. The first YouTube walkthrough was 45 minutes. I did it in 50 minutes, so not much pausing.
Nice.
The enemies weren't as hard, and I looked it up, and it actually got a lot of criticism for being too easy.
Yeah, I can see that, especially for finishing a game in like 50 minutes.
No, I finished the first walkthrough.
Oh,
There's 7 videos of walkthrough, and I ended up finishing it.
That makes sense.
So I would the first time I would pause. Okay, walk around the corner, unpause, pause, back and forth. I put the video like 5 seconds ahead of me, and I just followed it. Because I'm like, I don't want to explore. I'm not wasting any time. I'm just trying to finish the game.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm just trying to get through it and move on to the next one. Because I've got to play 2, 3, 4, DMC, which is the reboot,
Yep.
and then 5, which comes out tomorrow.
Jesus, that's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's like when Assassin's Creed 3 came out. I hadn't played any of them up to that point, and I'm like, all right, time to play all of them. But I played 1, 2, Brotherhood and Revelations in the span of like a month and a half. I was pretty burned out.
Did you do any just the story, or did you explore?
I 100%ed too.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Yeah.
That was like one of the few games that just everybody's got the 100%.
That was mostly just because I thought that game was so good. I just wanted to keep playing.
Yeah, it is. It is good.
I'm not done with this game yet.
The Ezio collection.
Brotherhood was my
sorry.
favorite one
I thought you were
by
done.
far, though.
Really?
Oh yeah, because you got to stay in one city the whole time.
Yeah,
I liked the big like Tomb Raider like puzzles you had to do.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
I think the best puzzles, like the environmental puzzles, are in Revelations, because like there's also quick time events where you're like going down a river or like you're just there's a lot of maneuvering, moving obstacles, which I like the rush of that, but I'm like the insta fails. Have you ever played Bayonetta?
No.
Oh, dude. The first Bayonetta is like notorious for having insta fail, like the old God of War combat system. In the new ones, if you mess up, you just get hurt.
Yeah.
And it either restarts or it just keeps going. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, you got hurt during this encounter. Now you are like, there has to be a penalty for when you mess up.
Yeah.
But it can't be so severe to the point where it makes you put the controller down. Mm. So they did it pretty well. They like made you get hurt, and then like maybe like right after the QTE thing, they gave you some enemies to fight so you could recover. But like if you got sloppy, these enemies could kill you, and then you got to restart the whole fucking thing.
Right.
I in the next Bayonetta, they did away with those, and like you could get, as long as you like kept trying the QTEs, they wouldn't set you back.
That's good.
So they didn't like put you at the game over screen. I really liked. I guess it's called considerate. It's like not everyone's reaction time is lightning quick.
Yeah.
Did you ever play God of War 3?
I've seen it played.
The QTE for the first and second one would just be right on the screen, but in 3, if it was triangle, it would be at the top of the screen. If it was square, it'd be on the left, and it would match the pad.
That makes it a lot easier.
Oh yeah, dude! Like,
Definitely.
because you're not only, your brain isn't using just the shape; you're seeing it in your peripherals, and it also color coded it.
Right.
So circle would be red, square pink, purple for X, and green for triangle, and it was just like you not only had to see the shape, but you could read the color or see the color, and then read the shape as well. So, excuse me. But yeah, I really I just appreciate improvements like that, especially when you play like multiple games back to back to their sequels. I really like you just see how it evolved, but really quickly, rather than waiting 5 years.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hack and slashes aren't really my thing, but a couple here and there I'm all right with.
Those old Lord of the Rings games.
Oh, dude.
I own all of them.
Those were sick.
All on PS2.
I played through like the Return of the King on like a PC.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember that was one of the first games that I actually managed to play on co-op.
Oh, wow.
Like online. Yeah. I got online PS2 like at the tail end of like right as it was going down.
Okay.
Right as the PS3 was beginning to sell out in stores and stuff. Like right when it came out, and there's a couple of guys online, and it was super laggy, and the resolution was just like, it was like sand.
Just garbage.
Oh yeah, it was really bad, but it was just so fun to tackle Middle Earth with somebody. I didn't have a headset. I didn't have anything going on. That was back before it was just plug and play. Like you actually have to set it up and call somebody and like get everything organized. It was pretty cool. There's no Ethernet. It was a phone cable.
Oh yeah, we had to plug it into the wall. Yep.
That was fun.
I did. Well, I had that with my original Xbox. I used to play Halo 2 online.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, dude. I never got that far. I played Halo 2 on the 360.
Oh, okay.
I actually played Halo 2 matchmaking before 3 came out on the 360, because the 360 was out
2005.
2 years before
3 came
Master.
out.
Yeah, dude. I was first in line for 3.
Nice.
Yeah, in town. I still have pictures of it. But I got my game like 3 people late because I had the helmet. Just still at my parents.
I didn't get a 360 until like 2007 probably.
It's okay. I mean, when did I get? I got mine in 2006.
That was because I didn't have fucking money to buy it myself. I had to wait for it to be a present.
I gave my mom some money, and I think she like walked into Best Buy and grabbed it.
Nice.
She came out with it, and I was freaking out. And then it red ringed.
Oh, mine,
Not right away.
I actually
but-
had mine die. It wasn't a red ring though. It was this area. It was called Area 47. I was playing original. I was playing COD 4, and in the middle of a match that I was just playing with my buddies, like my screen like did this weird thing where it like fuzzed out through half of it, and then it like went to a green screen
Oh.
or something like green or blue screen type thing, and it was like, oh, Area 47. I was like, okay. And then
Nice.
my Xbox wouldn't turn back on. I was
Sucks.
like, oh. So yeah, I ended up sending it in. It got refurbished, and I still have it to this day. It works fine.
I had 4 red rings. Never
Wow.
paid for any repairs though, and every time they sent it back, they gave you a month of Xbox Live.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, there
You didn't
go.
get one of those?
I'm sure I did. I just don't remember.
It was just a card sitting right on the top. It says "We're sorry."
Yeah.
It was taped to the top of the Xbox.
I do remember it took like 6 weeks total time, though. It was like, oh my God.
It was a long time. I remember I started playing RuneScape again.
Imagine if that happened like nowadays. Like people wouldn't be able to survive that. I'd just buy a new console at that point and be like, just reimburse.
Well,
me.
you can because you got money.
Well, right.
But this is back when we were like 17.
I know, but yeah, like it's
You
like
know?
back then. It's like, man, what did I do for that?
That's true.
I
You
just
think
went to
about
I think I
it.
just went to my friend's house and played on like
Yeah.
split screen back when that was still a thing.
There was a show called The Sarah Silverman Show, and she had a gay neighbor who lived with his boyfriend, and they had this bot, but they were like nerdy metal dudes, kind of like us.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
And they had their internet went out, and they're like, "Quick to the closet!" And they pull out this shoebox that said "before the internet." And it was
Oh.
like, good thing I packed everything away that was exciting before the internet because I knew this was gonna happen. And they open it, and it was like a shoelace and a yo-yo,
Oh my
and like
God.
it was like a triangle, like a musical triangle.
Jesus.
There was like a stick of gum. I think maybe like a stapler. It was like these little odds and ends like thumbtacks and shit. Maybe like silly putty. Like, well, this sucks. Like, yeah, no shit. The internet's awesome.
It enables so many great things like this podcast.
And this was like,
hey,
hey, and there was yeah. So I don't know how they sort of solved it or what they did, but they're like, I think at the end of it they didn't go back on the internet, and then when the internet came up, they're like, we don't need it. And then as soon as it came up, I think they went to their separate rooms and jerked off. Like immediately.
Oh,
Well, I was gonna wait until we had more viewers, but I was gonna not announce something. But I guess I could announce it. We have 4. There was up to 7 before, so it's kind of sad knowing that the only reason that people ever watched this was to look at the girl. I'm fine with it though. I understand. I mean, yeah. I just want to take this time to say that Danny Marquardt, who I'm sure the 4 people watching this know, she just started a YouTube channel of her own, and her first video is up, and it's just basically summarizing what happened to her with her car accident that happened. I think it was October 2017, and it just talks about her experience and what her life was like after that car accident. So I watched the video, and it's pretty moving. It's done pretty well. It's edited, unlike this. It's 3.5 minutes long. It's a good watch. She's already got quite a few subscribers, quite a few views. So if you have a chance, definitely, I like to support all the YouTube people I know. So if you have a chance, go over to just type in, I think Danny Marquardt will just bring it up right away. They'll bring the channel up, and right now she's got one
What platform?
YouTube.
Okay.
It's only got one video so far, and she says she plans on going in depth about the accident and the recovery, and probably about her relationship with Will, who passed in the accident. And anyway, it's a great video, and I think everybody should check it out. And just support her and her. She's just trying to help as many people as she can to get through their struggles. And I think somebody who has gone through something like that, I wouldn't want to say that it's okay. So it's called Hello There, Danny. God, thank God somebody else is on the ball with this. Thank you, Adam. I would have looked it up on my phone. but my phone, I didn't want to like stop halfway through my little thing here. So, yeah, I think it's good to see somebody who actually went through it, like put their experience out there and take the time to go through the pain of recounting it and putting it back out there, because as I was watching it, yeah, it did feel, I've heard the story, but watching her talk about it was fairly painful. But the fact that she is doing it is what makes it powerful and painful. And it's supposed to be painful. It's supposed to make an impact and have a punch to it. And that's what makes it great, and that's what makes it watchable and important. So definitely check out Hello There, Danny. Search that into YouTube. And yeah, let's just support her in her endeavors, and anything I can do to make her channel more noticeable. Yeah, so check that out. Okay.
That was very nice.
And Mike Rosenfeld, too, if he's still watching. I always tell people to watch him, too, but I don't think he's made anything for a couple months.
That was very nice, man.
Oh, thank you. I wrote it down. I wrote it down somewhere, what I was going to say, but I don't have it in front of me. I just kind of went off the top of my head on that.
There you go.
Yeah, so Captain
Say
Marvel.
what you doing this weekend there, bud?
Going to see Captain
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel.
Maybe.
Boom.
I was going to see it on Saturday, but I planned Saturday, and I was going to see it yesterday or tomorrow, but I'm busy tomorrow. Hopefully Nancy shows up.
We can just go to it after we can go to together after the podcast.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like the really late one?
Yeah.
It's going to be sold out. We're not going to be able to sit next to each other.
It's not going to be sold out.
I say you can go, and you can tell me how it is. Tell me how strong female lead does in the DC universe. What? Who's another strong female lead? Oh, the girl with the pistol, Black Widow. Yeah, she's really helping out there in New York City against those fucking things. Those Thestrals, Thralls.
The Chitauri.
The things that invaded New York in Avengers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, it was just so funny when, like, Captain America lands, the Hulk lands, and then Hawkeye is there, and then all of a sudden you just see her reload her pistol. And it's like, oh, man, you're the Batman of Marvel.
Pretty much.
Like, I love Batman. Don't get me fucking wrong. I love Batman. He's my absolute all-time favorite. But, like, it's so accurate when people make fun of him. It's like, you're a billionaire with toys. Like, when he's fighting Doomsday in the Justice... and I'm like,
BVS.
I'm rooting for him, but all he's doing is just he's grappling away.
He's running away, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's distracting them. So the demigods can come fight.
The demigods. Dude.
That's the difference between, like, Marvel and DC is, like, DC is, like, these people are actual just, like, aliens and, like, gods of myth and legend, and, like, in the Marvel it's just, like, weird science and...
Everybody had accidents,
Yeah.
There's definitely more variety in... Well, that's what they call Justice League Gods Among Us.
Right.
Yeah, they're gods. And then Batman's on the fucking cover and he's a man.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
Awesome.
Spitting in the face of God. Did you know that when they were interviewing the Wright brothers after they flew the Kitty Hawk for the first time and they were legends, it's like, why did you do that? Did you just want to be heroes of the American people? He said, no, I wanted to spit in God's face and dare him to kill me.
Oh my God. That's pretty fantastic. That's pretty great.
He said that they're like, okay, let's not put that in there. But he's like, Wilbur Wright, or one of them was like, well, I just wanted to spit in God's face and dare him to kill me. She's like, I wanted to fly into heaven.
Oh my God.
And do that. I was like, Jesus Christ. And they flew for like 10 feet, maybe. They got it off the ground and they flew like 20 feet and then it crashed. And do you know how it was set up? He was like laying on it.
Right.
And when it crashed, he just kind of like became a pile of bones. He lived.
Right.
But like, he still crashed it.
That's true. Like, it's not like they had a plan to land it.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think it had landing gear.
No, because it was like a glider, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Essentially,
yeah.
like, they just had, like, the engine was super small on it. Like, they're just trying to see if they could sustain any lift.
Yeah. there's a video of this guy who had a flying machine and he jumped off the Eiffel Tower, and it's like a real video. It's from like the late 1800s, and it shows him. He's like laying there dead,
Oh.
and they're just like scraping his body and shit off the fucking concrete.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, can't really do much about it after that. Like, I want to see Captain Marvel. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know.
I just want to
dude.
see the
It's
next
just-
episode in the Marvel TV series. That's basically how it is. You know, like come on.
I want to see. I want to see it because it's the last one before Endgame.
Well, right, because it's gonna have some sort of like connection there to it.
Sorry, I gotta send this text.
Yep, it's all good. All right, this is gonna. Here we go.
Losing viewers. Alex Trebek has pancreatic cancer, so that's fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Stage 4. Isn't that you like? There's like that's like the no escape thing.
That's like the. Isn't that like the Walter
You're
White?
fucked. Yeah, but he beat it, but then it came back at
Right.
the end.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and he died from a gunshot wound.
Well, we never saw him die. So there's that.
What? No, he's fucking dead. Dude, don't be one of those fucking people.
We never saw him die.
They better bring Groot back. Isn't?
They're all gonna come back.
Yeah, that's so.
Everyone's in the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
don't worry about
it's.
it. This is Marvel.
Okay,
this is
no,
Disney. They
let
don't
me-
actually kill people.
Where was
off.
Groot at the end of? What's the thing
Infinity
called?
War?
Where was Groot at the end of Infinity War?
He got dusted.
Did he really?
He looked at Rocket, went, "I am Groot," and then got
Oh,
dusted.
really?
And then like the director came on and it's like, yeah, he said, apparently was saying like,
What's up,
crying. He was
Benjamin?
like saying "Dad" to Groot or to Rocket. He was
Oh no. Well, I guess did you hear about how some car company might have accidentally spoiled something that happened?
Really?
They're selling this car that has it has a VR feature in it.
Okay.
It came with like a free VR game called Rocket Rescue
Okay.
or something, and it's like, oh, so Rocket's gonna go into space and save Iron Man because Iron Man's just floating around.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, but
I still
like-
think Captain Marvel's gonna find him.
I hope to God that like the trick is something that no one's figured out yet.
Oh, of how they're gonna.
How this is all gonna end. Like I want it to be shocking. Like jaw dropping. That's how
yeah.
I want Game of Thrones to end.
I
is
mean,
like-
what's probably gonna end up happening is Robert Downey Jr. and Captain America will both probably have to in some way sacrifice themselves to the Soul Stone to reverse everything.
no one's gonna give a shit about Captain Marvel because we just met her.
I said Captain America.
Oh, sorry.
Boy.
Captain America should die.
Those two people, because they want. Well,
Yeah.
Chris Evans just wants to direct movies. He doesn't want to be in them anymore.
Really? He doesn't want to act at
Well,
all?
I mean, I'm sure he won't mind it, but he wants to direct movies. And then Robert Downey Jr. Well, he'll probably be in like he might not like have to sacrifice himself, but I think the big one that's definitely going to sacrifice himself is Captain America, mostly because he doesn't want to be there anymore. And
wanna be
I think
alive.
Robert Downey Jr. might not die because I think he just still wants to pop in every once in a while, like as like a mentor. But he could die. He could die.
He's gonna show up for like half a second in Far From Home or whatever it's called.
He should. Especially, well, it depends when that timeline takes place, but that movie looks so good.
I'm just
I love Spider-Man. So much.
I love Marvel. I love the movies. It's fantastic. It's a great movement, and I am sad to see it end, but it should end. I like when books shut because you feel you went on a journey. Like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is 4 books.
Right.
The Hobbit and the Ring trilogy.
So what if
Close the book.
So what if they take the original 4 Avengers, like
Mm-hmm.
Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor? They probably won't do this to Thor, but like, what if they they kill off some of the core ones? Then it just becomes they can start doing like the new Avengers and shit like that.
What are they gonna call it? The remaining?
The New Avengers, probably, since that's actual comic strip.
The Avengers?
No, the New Avengers.
Oh.
Like that's just what they're called.
I have to make up stupid words for things. That's
Because they have a long plan. Like they're introducing all these new characters, like Black Panther. You know, they got like Doctor Strange that they can do more stuff with, and
they're not gonna make one movie with Captain Marvel, right? They're gonna make at least two.
well, I mean,
Or-
like she's gonna be in her own movie.
Yeah.
Then whatever arc she has in Endgame, and then I'm sure she'll pop in other. Like she'll probably be in the next Guardians movie that happens. Or, you know.
You know what I want to do is as soon as the collection comes out of the original phases, you know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a giant gauntlet that it's gonna lift up, and there's gonna be a box, and it's gonna be a book, and it's just each page is gonna have a disc in it,
That'd be sweet.
and then there's gonna be like 9 of them with special features at the end. Do you think they will have a rest in peace for Stan Lee? Oh God, yeah. And if
They'll probably have the beginning of the movie be like, this is dedicated to Stanley or something like that.
he filmed his cameo, didn't he, for Endgame?
He's gotten a lot of his cameos done for movies.
For the next couple, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's definitely going to be in Endgame.
yeah. Stan
They'll
Lee.
probably put something in the after credits, like how they did for The Last Jedi, for like with Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, I like that. Was tasteful. It was just
Oh, yeah.
they changed the music for like a minute.
Yeah, for our princess.
for our
Carrie
princess,
Fisher.
yeah.
That was nice. They'll probably do something similar to that
Yeah.
for Stanley.
Did you see the behind the scenes when they filmed Luke and Leia's scene together at near the end when they're fighting on the salt
Yeah.
planet or whatever? The behind the scenes where like the whole camera crew was crying.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I didn't tear up. I was like, all right, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Pretty emotional moment, especially for
For
imagine being the crew.
you.
Well, I say imagine being the crew.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they'll put a thing in for Stanley. I don't see why they
Well,
wouldn't.
like they better.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Well, right. Like there's no reason not to, especially since it's like the culmination of like a huge amount of work and a huge amount of like awesomeness.
I'm hoping oh Jared's on. I'm able to see it like on opening night. I saw it the Saturday it opened. I had no idea what happened in it. I stayed pretty good off of Facebook. There was this group that I'm in though that this girl posted. She's an absolute shithead. Like she's a dick, but she's funny. And she posted a picture of all of them and just said dies. And it just said dies over all their foreheads. I'm like, whoa. And he goes, there, you fuckers don't have to even see it. Thank me later. Save $8. I was like,
Damn.
I saw it the day of though, like after I was done.
Right.
So I was like, oh God.
Yeah, that was one of the better movie going experiences I've had in a long time. Was seeing that movie.
I saw it in a theater. It was really tiny. It was in Ripon, I think.
Oh,
No,
okay.
not Ripon. Rosendale. No, it was Ripon. Sorry. Really, really tiny little theater, and the floor was so sloped
Okay.
that like whenever you'd hear something drop, like it would be like.
Oh no.
And like it would be like a piece of candy, but it would be like it'd change or whatever, and it would just roll all the way, and you hear like ting, ting, ting hitting the legs of the chairs,
Yeah.
and it would just roll to the front, and you'd hear it hit the wall like. And by the end of it, I'm sure there's just a pile of just candy and coins. I'm like, dude, I bet you if you were the,
Maybe
I bet
it's their like tactic to make some extra.
yeah,
dollars off
I was
of
gonna
fucking
say
things.
it's like a fucking. You'd run up there at the end and just clean up. Like, dude, I got like $9 here. It's all in sticky coins.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Well, I saw it in Oshkosh. It's the lounge theater. You know, the lounge chairs.
I hate those fucking chairs. Dude.
I don't like the chairs either.
No,
but
they-
I like the
'cause-
theater though because the sound is so good there.
Yes. When I lean back, it leans back just enough to make me uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like I mean, I just kind of put my foot thing up on it to the point
Yeah.
where my back is comfy, and then I just relax.
This is so.
That's better.
No, it doesn't look any better. I'm sure it doesn't.
Oh man, it looks fine.
It feels so unnatural.
Does it? Why?
Yeah,
But why?
it doesn't. I feel nauseous. Like, because I'm so used to doing this.
Oh, talking to somebody there.
Yeah, and now I'm over here, and it's like. Sometimes I forget there's a whole other section of this room because all I see is this right here.
Right.
And I'm just like,
Over here, it doesn't exist. I know my face is scary. You don't have to make me feel bad about it. What was that? Huh? You trying to do something?
no, we're not doing that ASMR thing. No wonder we only have 3 fucking viewers.
You know what?
We're not bad alone. We're just we reached a level of too high to come back down to this. Like when it was the Danielle thing that broke us.
Broke you.
Broke me. It broke the fame. Oh, dude, it definitely broke me. Because when I walked into work today, I'm like, look at these fucking nobodies. They don't even. But nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody at work knew. And
I
when
told a couple of my coworkers.
I did too.
and I
Yeah,
was
good.
Like, I'm
Good,
like,
you should've.
you probably don't really care about this. I just want to tell somebody about it because it's exciting.
Oops. But yeah, I can't make this go forward, can I?
In what way?
This fucking piece of shit.
She should be able to.
Sorry.
There you go. This fucking piece of garbage.
This fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, so that Anthem game that everyone was so
No.
excited about, bro.
Okay, let's talk about
It's
it.
bricking PS4s.
Has it bricked your PS4?
I didn't play it. Didn't buy it. Haven't played it.
My boss at work loves it. Has never had a problem with
Yeah,
it.
from what it's pretty. It depends. I think it depends on. I actually don't know what it depends on, but Sony is issuing like no questions asked
Refunds. If it's
for the
digital.
game. Yeah, because people are scared because like
God,
there's
I just want this fucking thing to sit. Keep going.
From what I've read on Reddit and the various places I've seen people complain about it is it's a bug that causes the game when you try to exit from it, it makes your PlayStation hard shut down, like as if it was a power loss.
Oh, wow.
And it's corrupting people's startup files so that they can't even turn the PlayStation back on.
Holy
afterwards.
shit.
Yeah, actually
Wow.
breaking the PS4.
Now, okay, so Fallout 76 happened.
I've also seen a couple people say that it was melting their graphics cards because of something in the code that like is an uncapped FPS or frame per second part, where the PlayStation tries to keep going, but then it just melts its graphics card basically.
Have you ever heard of this thing?
I'm not
God
sure.
damn it!
I'm not sure if that's real or not.
Fuck! Have you ever heard of this thing called Halt and Catch Fire?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what that is?
Yep. I know the show on AMC.
Oh, no, do you know what it's based on, though? What the term is, Halt and Catch Fire? Okay, it's a computer code that you had to enter in. It's very long, and it ends in HACAF.
Okay.
Or HACF. I side job our what? I side job inside?
Inside job or what?
Inside job what?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I think he's saying something's an inside job. Oh, like the Anthem breaking the PS4. Okay,
Oh yeah.
possibly.
That'd be
Possibly.
kind of funny.
It'd be fucked up if like a rep from Microsoft did that. So, anyways, Halt and Catch Fire is HACF, and it was like it ended with HACF, and
Okay.
it sent the computer into a race condition, and it made every single asset compete for superiority of resources.
Oh.
Control of the computer could not be regained. So if you did it basically the computer was fucked.
Huh.
They put that in there as a joke, and when they first started making home computers in the 70s, and I don't think it's still in there anymore. But
That's crazy.
oh, there's Danny. Danny, I mentioned your channel earlier. I stumbled through it, but I promoted it. It was all off the top of my head, so it's kind of jumbled. I think it was around the 20-minute mark, so Adam can tell you. Adam was cool. Adam Johnson. I love your baby oil, by the way. He told me that it's hello there, Danny. I was saying just search Danny Marquardt on YouTube, but so Adam was there with the assist on that. So thanks, Adam, for that. As far as this Halt and Catch Fire thing goes, maybe that's what it is in the thing. So like the graphics card competes, like it just keeps racing to
Maybe.
to find. It
I
just
don't know
reminded me.
I don't know if
of
that's
it.
an actual real thing. I think that might have been like a very isolated thing. But I know the power shut off thing is the one that's been multiple people.
The only thing, sadly, Metro Exodus, I could play for about 45 minutes and all of a sudden it would just stop. They just updated it though, and I haven't had a problem since.
That's good. Yeah,
So,
it's probably
yeah.
just a bug.
Dude, yeah, they announced Metro, and they never ever delayed it once. But here's the thing: it was made by THQ Nordic. It's not American, and the guy who made it is Russian. So like, they didn't bullshit anybody. They were like, "We're not delaying it. We're gonna wait." And then they finished it like 3 months ahead of schedule. And so they spent like the whole time polishing it.
That's good though.
Yeah,
Like that's a
and-
good. They probably set their target date longer than it needed to be on purpose. Like that's what they should be doing.
Yeah. As far as Anthem, though,
I've seen a lot of people like that game though, which that's good.
my boss, who's on their Facebook page, says it's never seen a completely polarized community. Half of them absolutely love it. Half of them absolutely hate it. Like on the Facebook page, they're like, "This game fucking sucks. This game blows." And it's exactly like Fallout 76. Now these two events, gaming events, happened post E3. So there's another E3 coming around. However, PlayStation's not going to be there this year.
Right.
Weirdly enough, I still think they'll join last second.
Nah.
Okay. Google PlayStation E3 and just click news and see if there's anything anywhere just in the last couple of whatevers.
Sure.
I think I wonder like what's gonna happen when Anthem or when Todd Howard takes the stage. Boo! You think he'll get booed for the first time
For
for the first
PlayStation?
time ever? No, for 76.
Oh, I guess like it could happen.
And then for Anthem, when BioWare takes the stage, boo! You think they'll boo? Dude,
That'd be amazing if they
I've
did.
never seen anybody
And
get
then
booed at
Respawn
E3.
gets the huge like standing ovation.
Standing ovation for Apex
yeah,
Legends.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that'd be great.
Vince Zapanella or whatever his name is,
That'd be pretty
who's in
awesome.
charge of Respawn.
That'd be pretty sweet because I just saw the Reddit thing last night how they're talking about the updates they're gonna start rolling out or why they've been waiting
For,
to do it.
Apex?
Why they've been waiting a little while.
I feel like if I did Apex, I would just play that. Like I would just play Apex Legends.
If what?
If I started Apex Legends.
Oh, yeah.
That's another big reason why I've never did Battle Royale. Not because I'm very bad at multiplayer now, but if I found one that I was absolutely addicted to, I don't think I would be able to stop. And I've got a ton of story games that I want to play through yet.
Right. Let's see. I'm trying. I don't think there's nothing new.
There's
to say
been
there.
nothing new on the
There's like an
horizon,
article
like-
that says like why it might be a good thing that they're skipping it.
Yeah, they're just doing analytics now, but
Sony is shifting towards a model of fewer games per year. That are on a
I'm
grander
fine with
scale.
that.
Yep. That's probably a good
so
idea.
Days Gone is getting positive feedback. They're finally letting people play it.
It looks
You know,
good, yeah.
only a month away.
People are like freaking out. They're like, this game is insane.
Well, that's because nobody's played it up till now. They've had nothing on it, and they showed it like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while since that first thing came out with all the hordes. Yeah, that was sweet.
They're called freakers, I guess. Well, all the lingo is derived from a biker gang.
Huh.
Because
that makes
it's-
sense though.
There's
Because you're playing as like one of those people, right?
You're playing as a biker gang member, yeah. And then
This item will be available to download on 4/26/19.
you're looking at Days Gone.
Yep.
I wonder if it's going to take why it's called Days Gone. I bet you that'd be cool if it took place over like a period of years where you like aged, you know?
Yeah, kind of like how Last of Us was
Mm-hmm.
over the seasons or whatever.
Seasons, yeah. Metro is seasonal. Like I just got to the spring area.
That's cool.
Like all the snow's gone and I'm underground right now, but there's a desert area, like the Caspian Sea, but
Ooh.
it's just desert. We have this is the lowest amount of viewers we've ever had. Like at one point, we've never dipped below like 5 or 6 since
I mean, that's not
like
true,
you
but-
since you came on board.
That's not true.
What?
We've hovered around 3 and 4 multiple times before.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember.
That's because you're talking to people.
I'm
It
still
happens,
looking
man.
right here.
It happens, man. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, not every show can be, Joe Rogan quality. Well, every time he has Eliza Schlesinger or, who's that other fucking bitch that he has on sometimes? No, there's a couple of female comedians that he has on where like, nobody watches them. I think it's Eliza. Dude, one time, do you know anything about Eliza Schlesinger?
Yeah.
Dude, they were talking about her on Theo's podcast once, and he's very nice to everybody. He had Whitney Cummings on. It was just a disaster, and he was super sweet to her.
Yeah.
She was just an absolute cunt. And my show, fuck
Sharp.
you.
Ow.
My show, fuck you. Do something. Make your own show. Not you, just anybody else. You don't like my channel. You don't like it. Make your own show. Getting hard for the weekend. Throb some cock. Let's throb some cock. I'm a lyricist genius. Man, fuck Freddie Mercury. Turning in his grave.
Oh,
Anyway. So I really want to watch that movie, though.
you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen that or
I'd-
Star is Born.
I would like to see it as well.
So what was I fucking talking about?
Schlesinger on Rogan,
Yeah,
on Rogan's
and
show.
on Rogan's show, like no, it gets under 1 million views, which is very low for his stuff.
Yeah.
But Theo, they were talking about her on Theo's podcast. And it's like, yeah, something about Eliza being on some kind of show. And he's like, what was it? What was the topic of not letting things go? Because like I guess Eliza's kind of like she has a fucking podcast or a page. I think she has a Facebook page or some kind of internet page called Eliza's World.
I'm sure.
And
Something like
she also is one of the first celebrities to admit that she faked a mental illness, like anxiety or whatever. She faked a mental illness to get her dog made a service dog, so she could just bring it everywhere.
That's annoying.
It's honest.
Yeah, it is honest.
It's very fucking annoying.
Yeah.
To be honest, dude, I don't like seeing service dogs. Dude, I saw fucking service dog once in Olive Garden. Like, it's a dog, and like, it's fucking assholes all over the floor, and like its fur is just flying everywhere in my food. And I was thinking to myself, if that dog comes near my fucking plate, it's getting a fork right in its eye, dude. I'm like, you brought your dog into the Thunderdome, bitch.
I don't have problems with actual service animals because they're so well behaved. If they're they're an actual
like
service animal,
99% of them are like they just sit and they're
Yep,
themselves.
they're
They
just- and they have the
yeah.
sign on them, "Don't touch me."
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. There's one of my favorite pictures in the entire internet is a Dalmatian, and he's wearing a vest that says "Give me space," and he's going. He's like, type that in.
What?
Type in
Okay.
type in Dalmatian. Give me space. It's so funny. Sometimes Matt will just send me the picture of it zoomed in on his eye because he's just glaring. And Dalmatians used to be like one of the most like confrontational dogs.
Yeah,
Give me space, Dalmatian.
I see it. Yep.
Just like,
Just giving them the eye,
Like,
don't fucking talk to me.
don't fuck with me. Well, I mean, there's a reason they used to have them in firehouses. I don't know why, but do you know why?
What's the reason?
Well, no. Every time you'd see like a firehouse on the cartoon, there would be a Dalmatian in it.
Oh yeah.
Google that. Why are there Dalmatians in firehouses?
All right.
I remember reading kids' books at my grandma's that would have always a Dalmatian would be riding in the back of the fire truck with a hat on.
So apparently it was. What the fuck? I gotta do some reading here. Oh man. Let's see.
God, all I see is my buck teeth. When I'm looking at the
Okay,
replay.
so I guess the point of the Dalmatians was back when firehouses were like horse-drawn carriages. The Dalmatians could sprint the same speed as the horses and protect them from other animals.
Whoa,
So they
really?
wouldn't get spooked. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Dalmatians are like.
Dalmatians often ran in pairs with one on either side
Oh,
of
man.
the coach or close behind the horses.
'Cause-
English aristocrats during the early 1700s were among the first known to use Dalmatians to accompany their carriages.
I was gonna say, cause like, aren't Dalmatians kind of like in the same vein as a greyhound? Their body structure is very
They're
similar.
Yeah.
And greyhounds are just speed.
And when a fire alarm sounded, the Dalmatians would run out of the firehouse barking to let bystanders know that they should get out of the way because the firefighter's wagon would soon come roaring by.
That's awesome. Before sirens.
Once the wagon was out on the street, the Dalmatians would run beside it.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
I thought so too.
Have you ever seen? Do you know who?
Also, they
Oh, go ahead.
also served an important purpose once the wagon approached a fire. Horses are afraid of fire, and the Dalmatians' presence could distract and comfort the horses if they pulled the wagon closer to a blaze.
A blaze.
Yeah.
To set a
To set a
blaze. Do
Yeah.
you know of? I fucking had something. I completely lost it. Are you still watching on your phone?
Yeah,
We're the only viewer.
I am.
That's okay. Now we can relax.
Yeah. Boom. Fuck everyone else. No, I'm just kidding.
That's on video.
Good.
Oh, just because I don't have a fucking girl over here, now no one wants to watch. Yeah,
Wow.
I fucking said it. I looked right in the camera when I said it, too.
Bitter. Have some titties.
I said I do have tits. They're gross. I said something once really, really mean. Me and Shane were waiting on, like, I was going to see Guardians 2. And this was like 2 summers ago. I was going to see Guardians 2, and I said, listen, everybody wanted to go mini golfing. So I was like, by the way, I'm like, I have a really limited time, so we kind of have to hurry up.
Right.
And we waited and waited and waited. It was me, Shane, Charlie, and Jared. We waited for one person. You don't have to guess out loud who it was, but I'm sure you can guess. And it wasn't a guy. So anyways, we're standing there, and I'm like, we got to go, we got to go, we got to go. And we waited and waited and waited. And finally, it got to the point where I'm like, okay, now I know that I'm not going to be able to play the full round.
Right.
So as we're standing there, we get there, and we're walking in. And so Charlie stops because this person's talking on the phone. And then Jared stops, and then Shane stops. I'm like, guys, come on. And they're like, well, we're not going in without everybody.
Oh my God.
So finally,
I would have just
like,
probably got in my car and went home.
I should have, but I really wanted to play mini golf. And it was like one of the first nice days of the year, too.
That's fair.
So, yeah, we just sat there, and finally, like, I got to play, like, maybe 8 holes out of the 18. I'm like, okay, I got to go. Never got a sorry, never got a, whatever out of it. I'm like, by the way, you made me late for this really fun, or you didn't make me late, but I wasn't able to experience my money's worth.
Right. Like, that's cool, man.
Yeah. Well, is like you said earlier, it's just like, consider people's time. Consider the like, you have an obligation. That'd be like,
Just
if
have
you,
respect for other people's time.
That'd be like if I'll send it like 5:30, you'd be like, bro, I'm not coming.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, nah, I'm not coming today. I know we have a guest scheduled, but I'm not showing up.
And then I'd be like, dude, what am I gonna do? And he'd be like, oh, just rig up a webcam.
learn. He's learning.
Oh my god. Dude, I've got a really bad hangnail. No one's watching.
That's disgusting. There's 3 people watching.
Oh, it's just a nail. You bite your nails all the time.
I do bite my nails all the time. That is
It's
true.
just skin. Hey, if you wanted to watch me eat my skin off my nails, you've come to the right place.
Yuck. Oh man.
Sorry.
You know, we want to go. Wait, do we want to go to Oshkosh? Put our studio there. Let's do that.
No. That's actually like a half-hour drive for me.
Yeah. It's long.
That's like, there's a couple, there's places for rent around here.
Are there?
Yeah. I mean, you could check them out. Yeah, let's
Nothing-
shop, seeing as how
Where?
no one's fucking
Where?
watching.
Huh?
I know on one of the streets that we always drive down, there's an empty
I
spot.
just typed in Lamira, and there's no
Nothing?
listings on Craigslist.
I mean, that's okay. Hey, Beth joined. She's the newest addition to the wall of, well, maybe we shouldn't say it. Never mind then.
Boom.
Like, the great thing about this wall is that it's an anonymity of it. If there's is that camera on me zoomed out as far as it can go?
What? Which one?
The one that's facing me.
Yeah,
Can it
sure.
zoom out? That's max zoom out.
There you go. Boom.
Well, it's gonna be a while
It's gonna be a little bit. But yeah, man, it's just on you right now.
because no, can it zoom out? Is what I'm asking.
Yours?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to see more of the wall.
It's perfectly in balance, like as everything should be.
Yeah, but like if once I start adding to it, it's
That way we can adjust. But
okay. Okay, that's all I want to know.
yeah, we can adjust from that point.
But like, yeah, nobody knows it's her. And sadly, Beth's picture is completely covered by.
That's why I said you got
The
to move
mic.
it to the left, but you didn't listen.
Well, you told me to keep it in line with all the pictures.
Yeah, that's right.
I like where it's at.
Yeah,
like
it's fine.
you can tell something's there. You can tell it's a breast.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can tell it's a tit, but it's just not
It's a tit. A teat?
teat. Yeah, this is still in the shot. That's where it belongs. Anyways, should we end early?
We could.
I don't have anything else to talk about. I was thinking we'd have more of a guest.
I'm sorry, I'm just not interested.
No, not you. We've already milked everything out of you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said
Could
it.
you milk me, Greg?
When that movie came out, every guy was saying that to each other. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Fucking that was that fucking sentence was the nail in the coffin of De Niro's career.
Think so?
Yes. He hasn't made anything good after that.
I love
and
him in those movies so much, though.
He also hasn't made, not only did he start making bad movies, he never made anything good after that. Think, what's a good De Niro gangster pick that came after that?
Did he make any gangster picks after that, though?
After?
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. He didn't make anything good after that. Like good or funny.
Well, you
or,
realize he's gonna. Have you heard about that movie, The Irishman? That Scorsese's
Yes,
making.
yes, I'm excited for that. That's going to be on Netflix.
It's a Netflix exclusive.
Woo!
Boom.
Get some Netflix, bitches, because Scorsese's coming. But I will be.
His caterpillar eyebrows.
God, he's not going to be on the screen, thank God. Dude, there's like the behind the scenes of him directing Goodfellas. He's so young.
Yeah, I bet.
He's like just all brown hair. It's really weird to see him like that. I'm like, whoa, who's that? Oh, it's the director. Jesus. Well, you see, you're not used to seeing him going, at
right.
everything. Dude, I love. Me and Shane can quote that movie. We can quote every sentence from that fucking movie. Like the way we were talking in Culver's a couple weeks ago, we were just ripping lines from that movie left and right. Like, just nobody was like everybody sitting around us is probably like, what the fuck? Building starts on fire. Fuck you. Pay me.
Fuck you.
Anyways, yeah, I don't have anything else.
Cool, man.
Okay.
Neither
Well,
do I.
yeah, let's do a horrible episode this week.
Yeah, man. Let's that face. Maybe we can tune in tomorrow for an actual guest.
Yeah,
This is just filler to
One person, two people are watching. One's you.
You know what? We had a relevant
know.
discussion about some things that
That's
matter. So
Anyways, whoever's watching, watch Fire Festival. It's really good.
yeah,
I'll bring it up tomorrow.
Do it.
Tomorrow, Nancy Yang should be on. Hopefully.
if she's not, we'll just fuck around again.
No, we're not. If she's not coming, we're not doing it.
No.
Like, I need a for sure confirmation. And if she's not coming, you're going home. Or we can watch a movie. I don't know. We'll do something, but we're definitely not
I'm just
doing
not
another
going to come out
podcast.
here unless she's
That's fine.
coming.
Is that it then?
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Bye.